Higher Education Minister Ashwath Narayan said that undergraduate and engineering colleges will reopen on September 1st week for the academic year 2019-20. He further added that the colleges should complete the syllabus for academic year 2018-19 by 31st of May and portions should be completed via virtual classes. However, the Deputy Chief Minister is yet to clarify on the examination dates.
ಈಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್. ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊಸದಾದಂಥ ಫ್ರೆಷರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
Higher Education Minister Ashwath Narayan said that CET exams will be held on 30th and 31st of July in order to help students prepare for exams. The Education Department will conduct an online crash course for those who would be writing CET and NEET exams. He further added that shortly the PU Examination Board will announce the dates for English exams.
ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ CET ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜುಲೈ 30 ಮತ್ತು 31ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಿಶ್ಚಯ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಜುಲೈ 30, 31 ಈ ವರ್ಷದ CET ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಶ್ಚಯ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa is set to hold a cabinet meeting on Thursday at 4 p.m. in Vidhan Soda. Speculations arrive that they might discuss about Lockdown 4.0 and relaxation norms. It is also suspected that they might discuss about relief packages to daily workers and transportation facility for interstate travel. Also, they will be discussing on what the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has to offer. The number of COVID-19 positive cases in the state has increased to 951. 26 new cases have been reported in the state. The total number of deaths now stand at 32, while the number of individuals discharged after having recovered from the virus now stands at 442. One new case of COVID-19 has been reported in the city. The total tally in the city now stands at 183 positive cases. Of these, 7 individuals have died, while 91 individuals have been discharged. A nurse who was treating COVID-19 patients in Victoria Hospital has now tested positive and is identified as patient number 928. It is reported that she was working in night duty in the hospital from 22nd April to 28th April. Suspecting that she might have contacted the virus, the officials later quarantined her. Now the nurse has tested positive. After a 49-year-old person tested positive in Yeshwanthpur, officials have sealed the area to check the further spread of the virus. However, without any fear of pandemic, people are seen flouting sealed-down orders and were seen roaming around freely without wearing face masks. Officials gear up for mass testing in Padrayanpura, the area which is susceptible for community transmission. After a few people tested positive for COVID-19 in random testing in Padrayanpura, BBMP officials decided to test more people in the region with the arrival of 500 new testing kits. Officials have decided to collect throat swabs of over 500 people on day 1, that is today. Padrayanpura was sealed a month ago following cluster infection and cluster cases being reported from the area and to check the spread of the virus. So far, 49 people have tested positive and the threat is only looming large. However, now a few shops have been opened in the region and few people have started to come out of their homes. The BBMP officials zeroed in on a place in JJ Nagar to quarantine COVID-19 suspects from Padrayanpura, but now the JJ Nagar residents are asking the BBMP officials and they're against them as well regarding their decisions. Residents staged a protest in front of the quarantine center and requested the officials not to quarantine COVID-19 suspects of Padrayanpura. Lately, Madina Nagar in Mangamanpalya has become a cause of concern after a few people tested positive in the area, including a delivery executive. Now another person has tested positive from the area and he is identified as patient number 911. Residents have voluntarily sealed the area and a few members of the nearby mosque and the secretary are requesting people to stay indoors. The BBMP has deployed a team of 15 health officials to conduct door-to-door survey to identify symptomatic patients in Madina Nagar. In the survey, officials will inspect people having travel history and those who have symptoms of any kind of flu. A total of 8 ASHA workers and 7 nurses will be tested. In a bid to contain the spread of virus in Madina Nagar, the BBMP undertook a massive sanitization program in the region. The BBMP workers also disinfected all those places visited by the COVID-19 patients in the area, including the clinic where he got treatment. A few days ago, a 34-year-old housekeeping staff at a COVID-19 quarantine facility in Shivajinagar was tested positive. Following the incident, the BBMP officials sealed down the Chandni Chowk area where he was residing. Now, to check the further spread of the virus, BBMP officials have sealed off Queen's Road and Rajiv Gandhi Colony. After housekeeping staff in Shivajinagar tested positive for COVID-19, health officials have quarantined 13 primary contacts and 62 secondary contacts, of which 4 people have tested positive. Health officials will now collect throat swabs of 62 secondary contacts in batches for the next 3 days and send it for testing. It has come to light that the number of autos plying in sealed down and containment areas are increasing by the day. Taking cognizance of the situation, police have now warned the auto drivers not to ply near the hotspots as COVID-19 threat looms large in these areas. BBMP officials refrained the street vendors from selling commodities on roadside in Kalasipalya. They are also cleared the shops which were set up illegally in the area. Enraged by this, shop owners held a protest on the road. Police officers are mulling if they have to register a case against these protesters under NDMA Act. A fight broke out between shop owners and the BBMP officials in Kalasipalya while they were inspecting shops in the area. It is reported that a few miscreants threw cow dung on BBMP corporator's husband, Dhanraj, and their son as well. Following the incident, a fight ensued between the shop owners and the BBMP officials. Protesters in Kalasipalya alleged that a few officials were harassing them by extorting money. They further added that whenever officials were on inspection, shop owners need to cough up to 3,000 rupees, and if they fail to pay the money, then the officials would harass them. Protesters were also seen hitting Dhanraj's photo with slippers. However, Dhanraj assured people that action would be taken against the miscreants. After police assured action against the culprit, shop owners withdrew their protest. It is reported that police officers have assured the shop owners that a thorough investigation would take place against the alleged harassment by the officials.
ಹೂವಿನ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ತರಕಾರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಂದೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದು ಒಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ದುಡ್ಡು ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಿಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ BBMP ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Well, after receiving flack from the stranded migrant workers, the state government has rolled out special trains to ferry migrant workers. Well, 2 special trains are scheduled to leave to Uttar Pradesh and 1 train would leave to Madhya Pradesh. A total of 4,480 migrant workers will be sent back home in these special trains. Employees of State Transport Department donated their one-day salary to Chief Minister's COVID-19 fund. A total of 9.85 crore rupees was collected and the Transport Minister Lakshman Saudhi handed over the cheque to Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa at his home office. KPCC President D.K. Shivkumar claimed that there is a surge in power bill and this has added to the existing financial burden of the citizens. He further added that he's not sure as to how there was a surge in power bill and he would discuss about this with the officials. After the government allowed interstate road travel for the stranded workers, tourists, students and others, the number of vehicles plying on national highways has increased drastically. On the NH4, there was a huge traffic jam as the officials were screening all the commuters at the checkpost. Former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, along with MLA Zamir Ahmad Khan and Akhanda Srinivas Murthy, distributed more than 5,000 food kits to the poor and the needy in RT Nagar. Thousands of people thronged to collect the freebies, and in the process, they failed to maintain social distancing.
ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಚೋತ ಕೆಲಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಬಡವರ ಏನು ದುಃಖ ದುಮಾನ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಒರೆಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.